In module 126, we will discuss teacher education accreditation practices and procedures, comparison of United States of America, England, Australia, and India. We have to see what are the practices are in the different countries, and they have very popular practices and very respected throughout the world. So we have to have insight of these countries to look at the different component of the accreditation processes and the practices and how they are different from one country to another country. We know that the quality of education depends upon the quality of teaching, and the quality of learning depends upon the quality of the teaching. So the teacher plays a very pivotal role in the success of the education process or the education of an individual. And now it's not the matter of the only the education, but it is the matter of the quality education. And the quality education is basically um checked from the student achievement and the quality of the students, but the different people have different meanings and the definitions from the quality. And therefore the quality checking of the quality and assessment of the quality has been, or the quality education has been, concerns of different stakeholders. um, in the current age, the students as well as the teachers need different dispositions, different kind and different extent of the knowledge, and in terms of the and disposition like curiosity, creativity, problem solving, innovation and technological expertise, ethics necessary to navigate in this dynamic world. That is the disposition, what kind of the ethics, what kind of the innovation should be in the nature and the personality of the individuals, and therefore there is expectations, higher expectations from the teacher education programs, today's world. And that's why it is considered that the teachers or the teaching as a profession has a vital role in the maintenance of the quality. Ever before that happened, because of the technological advancement and the knowledge economy. There are different standards and the criteria. If we look at this diagram or the graph, pie graph, that you will see that the standards and the criteria in terms of the children, in terms of the administration, in terms of the partnership, in terms of the teaching. For example, the standards and the criteria, what is that? For the teaching staff is the teachers, what kind of the teachers you are giving. If we talk about the children, that the health of the children, relationships of the children, teaching of the children, assessment of the children progress, and the curriculum. If we talk about the administration, physical environment and leadership environment, and these are the general aspects. For example, we talk about the partnerships, to whom the teacher is supposed in this current age with the partnership. It is partnership with the families and partnership with the community, or the community relationship. So these are the today's requirement, that the teachers should be, or the what kind of the teaching staff is required, what kind of the children are by nature of in the today's age, what are the expectations and the challenges and demands of the administration for the administration, and what kind of the partnerships are there. And this global level, there is a great interest in the procedures and the practices that in terms of the assessment and the accreditation. Uh, Basically, accreditation is the shared responsibilities of the evaluation by the external or the internal members. Particularly, it is by the external members, for the shared responsibility for the assessment, and assessment for the sake of the maintenance of the standards of the quality of education process. And in one or other way, it becomes an accountability again for the sake of the improvement of the standards. In 1980s, throughout the world, in the field of the accountability or the teacher education accreditation and the quality maintenance, there was there was a need of defining standards for the education, teacher education. What kind of the teacher education standards should be there, and what should be the satisfactory level of the for the public and for the administration. Therefore, the accreditation process and the practices got the very important status throughout the world and the different nations and the countries. By setting the standards of and the criteria of the teacher education, as we mentioned already, that it's very different in the different countries, and that because of the different cultures and different social, political, economic environment of that or challenges of that country. Let us look at the comparative statement or the comparison of the different countries, that is America, England, Australia, and India. What is the accreditation procedures or accreditation councils? In 2013, National Council for Accreditation of Teacher Education and Teacher Education Accreditation Council. There were two councils in America. They were consolidated together. When they consolidated, they become the Council for the Accreditation of the Educator Preparations. And that is now presently the CAEP is fully implemented, and NECTI and NICE legacy standards are no longer used for accreditation. Otherwise, NECTE has been considered as very important, and while talking about the accreditation process of America, we cannot ignore and we cannot forget the contribution or the importance of the NECTE. But with in 2013, the two councils were merged together, and CAEP came into being. And we talk about the procedure in the England. In the same year that of the CAEP in America, 2013, the inception of the National College of Teaching and Leadership came into being, and due to merging of National College of School Leadership and National Agency, and that is an execution body by the Department of Education of the Government of England. And the Office of the Standards of Education inspects the teacher training institutions and confirms the fulfillment of the criteria for the accreditations. And we talk about Australian system. In 2010, Australian Institute of Teaching and School Leadership registered and initiated operation as a public company, government company limited by the guarantee under the Commonwealth Corporation Act 2001. That it is the custodian of the accreditation of initial teacher education programs in Australia. That is standards and the procedure agreed by all the education ministers of the states in 2011. If you look at the comparison and the 19 and 20, after the 2010, the 10 is the Australian years of giving promulgation of the acts, and also there was a significant changes in the American and the England system. When we talk about the Indian system, the Indian Accreditation Council is called as the National Council for Teacher Education, and that was established in 1993. And the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, that is another body, they work together for the assessment of the teacher education programs. NECTE, in collaboration with the Quality Council of India, designed a new ranking and accreditation framework for teacher education institutions. India has also a well-established system of accreditation programs. When we talk about the vision about the accreditation, what is the dream of the accreditation in America? They want to see the excellence in educator or the teacher preparations. And in England, they want to achieve a highly educated society in which opportunity is equal for children and young through the accreditation. Through the accreditation, they want to see the highly educated society. And in Australia, they want, through the accreditation process of the teacher education programs, they want to promote excellence in education process so that the teachers and school leaders have maximum impact on student learning in Australian schools. And the vision of Indian system is the national well-being, unlocking the potential of teacher education in India. That is the win. When we talk about the eligibility and the application process, each government and each system, each country has a different system. For example, as if we talk about the American system, they have two phases. Phase 1 is the accreditation, eligibility status, what is the status, and the phase 2, the completion of the characteristic and capacity tables by each educational institutions which is applying for example, any educational preparation provider. Educational preparation provider means teacher education institution. And when we talk about the England, they have a potential new provider. Any teacher training institutions which applies for the accreditation, it is called potential new provider. It becomes, or that institution becomes accredited when it is gives initial teacher training, that must forward proposal to the Department of Education of the or the Ministry of Education. We in Pakistan say, in the provinces say Department of Education, and the federal level we say the Ministry of Education. Now it's called as the Ministry of Federal Education and Professional Training. So in the England there is the Department of Education which controls and monitors the eligibility criteria for the teachers. In Australia, all providers of the initial teacher education means all teacher training programs, they want to accreditation, they have to undergo the two stages, one accreditation stage and other is accreditation stage 2, which focuses on the interpretation of the evidence as outlined in their plan for demonstrating impact. When we talk about the Indian system, any teacher education institutions by the NECTE is called as eligible, and NECTE has their own process of applications, receiving and processing the applications. When we talk about the standards and the criteria, the American standards, number 1, content, pedagogical knowledge, number 2, clinical partnership and practices, number 3, candidate quality, recruitment and selectivity, number 4, program impact, number 5, provider continuous improvement and capacity. When we talk about the England system, standards and the criteria are the entry criteria, training criteria, management and assurance criteria, and the last one is employment based criteria. When we talk about the Australia, in the Australian system, standards and the program outcome, standard program outcome, for example, it is a B.Ed 4-year, what are the outcomes of the learning outcomes or the objectives of that program? Standard program development, design and delivery, standard program entry, and the fourth one is the standard program structure and content, fifth is the standard experience, sixth is the standard program evaluation, reporting and the improvement. In Indian, that called it Teach R has identified 4 pillars framework, namely physical assets, academic assets, teacher and the learning quality, learning outcomes. The third and the fourth pillar now account for 70% of the teacher education institutions scores. When we talk about the accreditation process, an American system that is based on the 3 components: self-study process, formative review, and the visit by the visitors team. And over there in England, potential new providers attends briefing sessions by the Department of Education, then submission of the business case, and then assessment of the business case, means application, then the institution prepare accreditation bid against the assessment criteria. In Australia, submission of the application to the authority, for example, I am teacher educator or the teacher education institution, I will submit the application to the accreditation council, and then accreditation of the program to be provided is across jurisdiction. And the third stage to be covered as far for the accreditation process, eligibility and compliance check. What is the eligibility? What is the compliance check? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 formalities that one has to accomplish, and the assessment and the application by the panel convened by the authority. And in India, there are 2 stages to be covered. One is registration on Teach R web portal by the teacher education institution. Number 2, the second procedure, the second step, submission of self-evaluation form by the on the portal by teacher education institution, and the third one is the desktop assessment. And then is fifth and the sixth step. In the American, we talk the fifth is submission of the bid to the Department of when we talk about the England, the fifth step and the sixth step of also there. And in Australia, there is the fifth step, that is the decision of the accreditation council. And then the Indian system assessment, there is assessment procedures, and that is based on the field verification stage, where if you are calculating your scores on the desktop. Then the field will survey and recheck it, how it is matching with the assessment done by the institutions and the council. The duration is different in the different countries. In American it is 2 to 5 years. In England it is twice in 6 years. In Australia it's for 5 years. In India it is for 5 years. If we conclude our discussions, we can say that in America, England and Australia and India, the teacher education programs are completely accredited by the councils, by the accreditation bodies, with the different names in each country. They have different names, and the procedures and the processes are different. In America and in England, there is a long history of the teacher education accreditation procedures, and in Australia and in India, they don't have the similar older history of like England and America, but they have also well established system of the accreditation.